on today, guys? I had some interesting thoughts today. I was doing some Googling, and then I made a phone call to a driving school, just looking for some questions that are bouncing around in my head. And it has to do with using your mirrors, right? We're driving big equipment out here. You know, we're 80,000 pounds. We're rolling down the road anywhere between, 60 miles an hour and 75 mile an hour. In some cases, more than that. And we've got big mirrors on the side, and we got to use these mirrors. So I was just asking some questions, like what are the schools teaching, right? What is the school teaching, and what does the ministry tell you? Now, the ministry in Ontario, Canada, is called the MTO, the Ministry of Transportation, and that would be equivalent to, for the Americans, would be the equivalent to your DOT, Department of Transportation. So if I say MTO, it's the same as your DOT. Now, they're not always exactly the same, obviously, remember that. So the first thing I wanted to know was, how often are you supposed to look in the mirrors? How often are you supposed to look in your mirrors? How often are you supposed to use your mirrors? I just said that 3 times. And the general consensus is every 3 to 5 seconds, you're supposed to look in your mirrors. Every 3 to 5 seconds. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't look in my mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how often, what the pattern is that I have, that every time I look in my mirror. I don't know. I've never timed it out, so I couldn't tell you. But then my other question was, and this is what I didn't really like this. I said to the guy, I said, when you look in the mirror, how long are you supposed to look, like with a glance? Like when you take a glance in your mirror, how long is that glance supposed to be? Your eyes on the mirror, what is the time on that? And he said 2 seconds. And I went, wow, 2 seconds. That's a long time. Now, some of you are going, 2 seconds, that's not too long. Let me put 2 seconds in perspective for you, okay? We're going to use speed, and we're going to use 60 miles an hour because it's the easiest number to work with. So if you're moving 60 miles an hour, that means you're moving a mile a minute, right? 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So if you take 5,280 feet and divide that by 60 seconds, that comes out to 88 feet per second. Multiply that by 2, what do you got? 176 feet. So in 2 seconds, you've gone 176 feet. Now, for those of you that can't picture 176 feet, let me put that into perspective for you. A football field is 100 yards, so it's 300 feet. There's 3 feet to a yard. So you've now traveled in 176 feet. You've now traveled over half the length of a football field. Over half the length of a football field without your eyes on the road. And I was always taught, and I'm going to find out what the proper, because I don't believe that, but I was always taught that you should do it in a second. 1 second is all you've got. So you're driving, 1 second. Now the simple rule is, some people are going to go, well, Brian, you can't get it all. You can't get the whole picture in a second. And some people can't. I myself personally, I take more than one glance, right? So if I have to take a 1 second glance, and that's about where I am. I'm like, done. I'm probably just under a second. But I always take 2 glances. 1, got it. Right there, in those 2 glances, I've got the whole picture, right? And then if I'm making a lane change, you give one more quick one, get your eyes back as you're putting your signal on to come over if you're clear and open to go. I thought 2 seconds was too long. I thought, I'm thinking it should be more about a second, or maybe start at 2 seconds, but train yourself to get down to about 1 second. So when you put into perspective how long a football field is and how long 176 feet is, You're running 176 feet without your eyes on the road because you're looking in a mirror. Well, at 176 feet, when you're not looking, you're running into the back of somebody's truck, you're dying. You're going to run up the back of somebody else in a car, you're killing them. You're going to miss a turn, you're going to miss a spot of black ice, you're going to skid off the 176 feet. The list is as long as my fucking arm of what can happen to you or what can happen around you. It's not so much what you're going to do, it's what's going to happen around you. What's everybody else doing around you? And 176 feet, let me tell you, a lot can happen. So there you go. There's a quick one on mirrors. I'm going to get another answer on the true of how long it is, but I just wanted to throw that out there. So see you down the road.
I've been driving down this old road for so long I don't know when. If I could go back in time, you know I'd do it all again. I grew up breathing diesel, driving steel and chrome. You know I worked damn hard to get where I'm at.